Have you ever tried looking up your favorite restaurant chain on Google Maps and for some reason it says permanently closed? Well, that's a sign. In this video, I will be investigating 5 restaurants that are slowly disappearing and going out of business. We gotta check out the food, service, and the environment, and also the reasons why they're disappearing. So how I'm gonna rate it is pretty simple. Revival or funeral? I think y'all can get what they mean. Well, let's get on with the video. Our first disappearing restaurant is Applebees. Who would have thought? So they started with 1,787 locations and now they're down to 1,400. 100 locations in the past year alone. But why, may you ask? Well, they failed to adapt to consumers' changing preferences when it comes to food. And they also increased their prices and other financial circumstances. So we're gonna see if the food is really out of date. Let's get to it. Alright, so the place itself, I can definitely kind of see it as like old-fashioned, but honestly I don't know why people will be complaining about it. It's like modern enough, and when it comes to the menu, I think it's got like a good variety of stuff. They got steaks, pasta, seafood, drinks, and desserts, and from what I see, they look pretty good. So I don't really know what they're talking about out of date. I don't know what they mean when it comes to food, but there is one thing that is confirmed for sure. Increased prices. So before coming here, I was doing my research. I just want to see what I wanted to get because, you know, I like to plan ahead of time. So what I'm getting is a 6-ounce top sirloin, which when I looked, it was $12. But when I looked on the menu, $17. That's crazy. $5 inflation. I can kind of see why they're going out of business. It's one thing if it's $1 or $2. $5? Some of us are broke out here, man. Yes, they do have specials like steak night on a Tuesday for $10, 6 ounce. Pretty good. But other than that, yeesh. And speaking of, it's here. I know I got the 6 ounce instead of the 8 ounce, but dang, this is tiny. No wonder this was like 500 calories. So we got my medium rare steak, garlic mashed potatoes, and garlicky green beans for $17. I'm getting ripped off. I say this is like, yeah, $12. They shouldn't have gone up in price. Let's start off with the steak. Medium rare-ish. It's more like medium, but cheers. It's not bad. It's a little salty though. Let's try the green beans. Not gonna lie, I feel like these are days old. It tastes kind of mushy. I don't know if I'm really feeling that one. Mashed potatoes. Okay, that's good. That's really good. I'll give them that. The one thing for sure, this steak is a little too salty. Cause like, dang. Start the time lapse. Devoured. Well, Applebees, I'm gonna give that meal a solid 6. The food was alright. Mashed potatoes, amazing. The building itself is, yeah, I guess it's sort of out of date. You know what wasn't out of date though? Their music taste.
Guess what? Guess what? I got it.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. And tonight's gonna be a good night. But I'm just gonna say, sorry Applebees. I'll see y'all's funeral soon. Our next restaurant is ChuckECheese. Pretty much everyone's childhood. As y'all know, ChuckECheese is known for their fun, arcades, their animatronics, and apparently they got trampolines now? What? I gotta try that out. Yes, technically it's not a restaurant, but it's basically a restaurant with the arcade included. So in the beginning it had 600 locations. Now it's down to 400. But why is it dying? Well, because of COVID, ChuckECheese had to file bankruptcy for a bunch of locations. And also children nowadays, they prefer different forms of entertainment, like TikTok, brain rot. And also, the logo used to look so appealing back in the day. Now, what the heck is that? That's sort of creepy. Anyway, let's go inside. Alright, so I'm inside and the nostalgia's hitting. I haven't been here in so many years, but from the looks of it, it is a little dead. I say there's like about 4 families in here. But I mean, as I'm talking, I see more families coming in, so it's about to be a party. And they also got Kids Bob playing in the background too. They playing some espresso. Can never go wrong with that. But after this, I'm definitely gonna check out the trampoline. But anyway, I'm here with my personal pepperoni pizza. Tell me why this was 16 bucks. This was almost as much as Applebees. This should be like a kid's meal. Why does it cost so much? But I mean, hey, the cheese bowl is hidden. This is like 1 bite. Shall I test that theory? Ready? Cheers. I don't eat the crust anyway. It doesn't taste bad. I mean, it's just pepperoni pizza. Nothing too crazy. It's just that there's so much grease on this pizza. Like, I've never seen the crust that's so shiny. Like, look at my hand already. But from what I'm seeing, all the games here, they're pretty much up to date. You got like your typical like main event games like dual jump, spin the wheel, basketball. But yeah, like I said, that kids move on to like different forms of entertainment. So it's kind of nice to see that there are still kids out there that have still... I just had a brain fart. That are not stuck on the brain rot, you know. I don't think it's like one of those frozen pizzas. Because 1, it took like 20 minutes to make this. And 2, it tastes pretty fresh. So I'll give them that. Devoured. Except the crust. I'm one of those guys. But enough about the food. Let's test out the arcade and the trampoline. Oh, perfect. Free game. I'm just picking up people's scraps. Alright, I make this, you got subscribe. Boom. I'm just a sharpshooter like that. Ready? Just gotta... What? There we go. Oh my god. Really? Now that the game's over? Alright, y'all gotta subscribe with y'all's second account if I make this. Okay, you know what? I'll just stick to basketball. But yeah, look. The trampoline zone! I honestly should have brought one of my baby cousins here with me, so if I go in there by myself, it's gonna look weird. And I'm probably gonna get yelled at. Dang, they just got a whole lineup of like parties for later on in the day. And then they got this dance floor, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, arcade session is over. It felt pretty good to be a kid again. Although I kinda suck. But the arcade was pretty fun, the food was pretty good. So, I'm hoping for y'all's revival. I'll give the pizza a 7 out of 10. Not bad. On to the next. And our next dying restaurant is Red Lobster. So they started out with 700 locations and now they're down to 500. But why? Well, they went into significant debt due to not making profit off the lobsters. Inflation nowadays. And there was also an increased number of competitions out there. So they actually hired a new CEO in 2024. So a lot has changed since then, like their menu, their service, and the interiors. Let's see if they turned over a new leaf. I don't know when was the last time I've been to Red Lobster, but oh my god, this is not how I remember it. This is way more modern than I thought. It gives off like earthy vibes. Hey, so far, I think the new CEO's doing a good job. Alright, but hold on. Gotta try these Cheddar Bay biscuits. Ooh, smells good. Alright, let's give it a try. It kind of just melts in your mouth. It has like that garlicky touch too. I like it. Alright, so my main entree is the crab carbonara. It's got crab meat, bacon, tomatoes, pasta with cream sauce, and some breadcrumbs. And it has Parmesan on top. This looks really good. I'll give him that right now. Wait, I'm gonna give y'all ASMR right now. Alright, got a good chunk of crab meat right here. Cheers. Wow, that's heavenly. Oh, it's crazy how this crab could have been in the tank like a few minutes ago, and now it's in my plate, and then in my stomach. This environment, it's like kind of a romantic date, but except I don't got one. Just living a single life out here. Let's try tomatoes. Tomatoes give it a nice touch. And then the crunch from the bacon bit. Peak. Yes, this is definitely going to be the most expensive thing on this list. But I mean, it's seafood. What do you expect? But so far, I think it's worth it. Devoured. So far, I think Red Lobster is doing a good job on their new leaf. I really like their vibe and their food. Yes, it was $30, which it was including tip, but honestly, I think it was worth it, especially because of the crab. To the new CEO, you're doing a good job. Keep it up. I'm waiting for y'all's revival. The fourth restaurant we're gonna look at is Dennys. I don't even remember the last time I've been here. I'm more of an IHOP type guy. So they started off with 1,700 locations and now down to 1,500. The main reason is that a bunch of locations have been underperforming and it's also really expensive to remodel everything. They just can't keep up, I guess. But yeah, let's go check it out. Alright, so the interior, it's definitely like old style. I forgot this is actually mainly a diner. It's really quiet in here too, except the country music. Let me know in the comments, do y'all think all country songs sound the same? Don't hate me, because I do. I just feel like they're all mainly about like tractors, farms, and beer. I'll be honest, I don't really think it needs a remodel. It's not like a bad old-fashioned, but how's the food? So what I like about Dennys is they have a value menu. So I got the everyday value slam, which was $7. Pretty good deal. And what you get out of it is 2 sunny side up eggs, sausage or bacon, but I chose sausage. And then 2 pancakes. The first second this hits my table, oh my god, there was just this amazing smell that just hit me. Let me know how y'all deal with y'all sunny side up eggs. Do y'all break it, or do y'all just eat it in one whole? I'm personally more of a one whole guy. It depends. If I'm like eating eggs with bread, I'll break it, so then I can use it as dipping sauce. Oh shoot. No, don't break. Shoot. I just got a skill issue. Oh wait, I can dip it. Everything happens for a reason. Cheers. That's pretty good. Let's try pancake. That is one silky pancake. Wow. With the butter's even better. So like texture wise, I think these pancakes are better than IHOP's. I know that's like a hot take, but I gotta be real. Alright, let's start the time lapse. Devoured. I gotta tell y'all something crazy. It turns out my waiter is an OG viewer. I caught some of our conversation while I was paying.
Dude, I don't know how you eat all that.
I don't know either, to be honest. Which ones have you watched?
What was it, the 10,000 calorie one?
Yeah.
I'll show you. It was a whole bunch of burgers. I think it was McDonald's or something.
Oh, well, that was from like a year ago. Dang.
I know. I watched some stuff from like a few months ago. Your workout ones. And I dug like really deep. I found like your tracker ones too.
Oh my god, bro, really?
Yeah.
Dang, that was like a while ago.
And I think it was like, what, 3 years now?
Yeah, that's like how it started. Then you were OG then.
Yeah. And then what's it called? Your workout videos, the ones that you eat a lot.
Yeah.
I watched those.
Dude, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
The fact he's been watching since my track videos, that is crazy. 3 years ago. He was like, I feel like I've seen you before. Appreciate all the love, Noah. Anyways, I'm gonna rate that meal an 8. And Dennys, where's that revival? Y'all can also thank Noah for it. And the last restaurant we're gonna look at is Pizza Hut. Let me know which one y'all stand for. Pizza Hut or Domino's? Personally, I'm more of a Domino's guy, but like, shh. So Pizza Hut started with 7,546 locations, and now they're down to 5,500. But why? Get this fly away. Oh, bars. Well, their parent company, EYM, they went bankrupt, forcing them to shut down any of the locations under their name. And their pizza quality isn't really up to par. So let's go test that theory. Ready? Boom! Was that a cool transition or what? Do not look at it in real time. Anyway, we have our Pizza Hut here. Ooh, yeah! So I got a pepperoni pizza and it's questionable. Why is there like 4 pepperonis like stacked on top of each other? And I see that grease puddle. Ew. I'm just gonna say right now, this looks worse than ChuckECheese's pizza. And that's saying something. Pizza Hut, this is supposed to be your specialty. Let's give it a try, shall we? I will not be eating the grease puddle pizza because yuck. Let's try the pepperoni stack. It's alright. No cheese pull. ChuckECheese has set my standards too high. This is about to be the weirdest bite. It's about to be just straight pepperoni. Weird. I don't know if I like that. I'd say it'd be better if it had ranch, but I didn't get any, so womp womp. So for the first time, I will not be devouring this meal. I'm gonna rate that a 4 because what the heck. Well, I promise this isn't biased, but Pizza Hut wins y'all's funeral. This is why Domino's is just better. Anyway, that'll be the end of the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.